1 week, I was listening to Mr. Clown. I said, oh, this is marvelous. I was there for a workshop, but I was also there to research, to access.
As
Oh,
a researcher.
yes, as a research. I said, oh, okay, this is making sense. So we have what it takes.
But now there's this thing now. Do we have the people? When you talk about, we need to start from making shows in Lusaka because it's a center point, as you are putting it. But do we have the people in those, like let me say in Lusaka, people who can say, because I know putting up a show, it takes a lot
Definitely.
of resources.
Definitely.
Yeah, but do we have those people in Lusaka who are willing to say, yeah, me, I can sponsor Jundu Music, bring the show here? Do we have such people?
People are always interested with new things that comes on board. Chundu music is kind of a music that is trending now. It's a new thing, a new approach, different rhythm. People are there. For instance, I can give you an example. I'd approached the Akana Innovation.
It's a company.
Yes, it's a company. Yes, it's a company in Lusaka where I was proposing Chundu artists or to have a show. It was a proposal to have a show in Lusaka. And I approached them and they liked the idea and they said, yeah, looking at Chundu music is coming up nicely. We are proposing that if it's to have a show in Lusaka, we can take it at East Park Mall. East Park Mall to showcase our heritage, to show the package that we have so that we spice up, on the Zambian industry because we have the capacity. So people who wants to support willingly are there. Or what it just needs is we, the tuned people, artists, to show solidarity among ourselves and push the agenda.
Okay, so just there's so far I think you have seen to say we have the southern experience happening, but why didn't you incorporate that with the sponsors that you have, so that maybe we can start from home and we take it to Lusaka?
I tried to communicate with some brothers concerning the same program that I was telling you, having a show in Lusaka.
Yeah.
And it was still in the pipeline, and there was a suggestion to come up with that program, but the people I was approaching, the people approached there, they said us would rather to have it here because we are from here and would rather to to send the information.
But it's what I'm saying to say, I think that can be a good starting point where they put in resources. You see how it goes in terms of if we are selling tickets, how the performance will be, where we need to improve, being done here, rather than we do it in Lusaka and whatever. Because I think it was easy where if you what you're saying to say, you have people who are willing to fund the whole thing in Lusaka. But why didn't we get the same resources from those guys? We say, let's fund this one which is happening here.
Sponsors have got conditions. That's one thing you should understand. And while I was still negotiating, that program came up, but I was not part of that program from the word go. You understand? The one that you mentioned.
Yes.
While I was still negotiating on something else, I saw a banner. So, which means if a banner is raised, which means the other logistics they have been already done. So now those
no, but I was with team managers.
Yes.
He said we did a podcast with him. I think it will be out soon. Say we still need sponsors to come on board. Maybe did you try to communicate with those guys to say, no, I have sponsors here who can still come on board and we push this thing?
When you are negotiating to sponsors, there's first approaching, they do logistics. After doing logistics, then that's when they will come and say, fully time, we are going to do this, this program, we're going to sponsor. When you approach a sponsor, it's not just there and then you say, oh, he says, okay, yes, tomorrow we'll do it. They have to ponder over what you have, shared with them. Then from there, they do the logistics. But as I've said, Akan Investment, they said, they can give you a suggestion. It's a good idea, but we are looking at it on a broader way. You understand?
Yeah.
On a broader way. We have done a lot of programs here. You understand? Now we want to also show people in the capital city that we are there. We have what it takes. We have shown a lot of our people here, a lot of programs from the time when it started. But we need to take it where there is population. When they see that we have done it
You have
there.
population here as well.
We do. No
But
wonder
for those people like to bring the Mosi,
I'm not refusing. I'm not refusing. But what I'm saying, we have also to be systematically and smart, intelligent when doing things, my brother. Because we have seen that we are pushing the agenda nicely. But there is where we have to. I can just give you an example. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying it's a copycat. When people were spreading out Kopala identity, they said you will first do Kopala experience in Lusaka. But they have got a massive population in Copper Belt. Why was it like that? They wanted to say, oh, Lusaka, we are here. We are there also. Recognize us. That's what I'm also trying to advocate for. We need to go there, even if I'm artist, they look at Lusaka, no, music is borderless. TGC passport or leji. So we need also to go then we'll be given the respect and we'll be recognized massively. I'm not saying we're not recognized. That's my advocacy.
Okay, so now let's look for solutions. What do we need to do? Where do we start from?
What we need to do. Yes, the starting point that is already going on is good. We need again to brainstorm more. We come together in unity as brothers and push the agenda, because you can't push the agenda alone. We need to come together as a group, as a family, to see why are we not penetrating? Thunder, we have thunder. Within ourselves, we search ourselves. What's the problem? Then we brainstorm, we find a solution. We can't go back most good. No, we don't want to be, it's not a forcing matter. But we have to challenge them systematically through art, numbers, unity, a punch.
Are we united?
Yeah, the fact we are united, but we are not putting that effort in that unity. We are united, but we are not putting that effort. What do I mean? We don't have a union. You can point out, this is the union for the Chundu artist. Union. So, I won't be, you can think the way it thinks, but if there's a union, then it protects us to embody in the voice of the union. Besides that, Chundu artist WhatsApp group where you meet, or even to meeting.
But there's one which is already there, which is running. I'm sure most of the Chundu artists mobile Banjome.
Okay, yeah, but what I mean is we need more effort again. We need more effort. Mwaswangana, the way we have met here, we are talking. Twaswangana, we discuss, guys. Pahali putusharira. Pahali putunda tumende jigamba. Tugo, we move. Alimu, we stand with we mobilize ourselves and push one guy who has already shown, light at the end of the at the end of the tunnel. That kind of a movement. Then will mean Chundu music at the end of the day.
So starting from there, we need solutions, suggestions.
Yes.
Yeah. Where do we start from? I'm sure everyone has this mindset. Have passion for Chundu music. That's why most of them are still doing Chundu music and they're pushing it. But where do we start from? Where do we go? Whom do we call? Whom do we see?
In that process, in that question, it's a good question. There are a lot of people who are only observing what is going on at a distance. A lot. Only man. But we are not seen to be moving as a movement, together. We are not moving together.
That's what I'm saying. Give us the solution.
The solution is one. Chundu artists should start believing in themselves and having managers to manage them.